Hey everybody, welcome back to the Everybody Boys podcast. Of course, obviously, this is a weekly podcast for me and my friends to get together and do dumb shit like we always do typically. Of course, we have myself, of course, which of course win in this case, and of course we have returning guests such as my good friend Kit Kat and of course Origin, both of them back, and we have a very
Hello.
special guest today. Of course, obviously, we have Borg who's coming in today. Actually, you want to say hi?
Hello there.
Hello. How's it going?
Hey yo.
So
It's going pretty good.
yeah, of course. So this is gonna be the fourth episode, and we're gonna be talking about something a little bit more higher end on the category. Every week we have a new topic that we discuss about, typically for the majority of the podcast, and then at some point maybe we can talk about miniature things. But first, let's just get all the good things out of the way before we get to some of the dark shit. Persona 5 Royal just came out on all platforms, which that's pretty freaking sick as heck. As well as Mario, one of the new Mario games just came out recently, as well as a few new announcements for Dead Space and the Callisto Protocol, which is absolutely fucking fantastic. Those games are freaking sick as fuck. But besides that, Bleach Thousand Year Blood Arc has finally gotten its fourth episode, alongside a few other anime that has been recently stirred up as of recently. But besides that, there are some bad things, including with Rooster Teeth and Bayonetta, which we will not discuss on this podcast in further detail.
Ew.
If you want to know anything more about that, you're gonna have to go somewhere else. This is not the channel for that, obviously. But today we're gonna be talking about something a little bit more controversial than usual, and we're gonna be talking about school today. Just school in general, typically, and how we feel about school. Do you
Yeah,
wanna...
this is gonna be a bit hard. Um,
Let's talk.
like
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
we can start off with our guest. Actually, do you want to start off with the whole conversation?
All right. As some of my friends know, I do have an inside look at this. I am a custodial staff at one of the many American public high schools.
And
And
what have you seen there exactly?
as from what I've seen from when I graduated to today, things have only gotten downhill since. Yeah.
Oh God.
Um,
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'll elaborate, or how I can easily elaborate this is the conditions of my bathrooms. The bathrooms have been getting constantly wrecked. The hand soap dispensers have been torn off the wall. Toilet paper dispenser, same thing. Toilets clogged. Yeah. And in the women's, don't get me started on the women's restroom.
Oh, is that bad? Sorry to hear, man.
It's worse.
It gets
Ugh.
like it can get there actually.
Yeah.
I mean, especially when we consider the fact that like during the COVID pandemic, there was the Devious Lick Challenge, which kind of sparked a little bit more controversy in that. Which
Yep.
fucking TikTokers, man.
Disgusting.
TikTokers are a whole new breed. Let's be honest about that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, tell me about it.
I remember there were a couple instances where used diapers were in the women's hygiene product receptacles in their stalls.
Okay.
Diapers?
Oh my
What?
God. Sweet dear.
That's
Fuck.
so fucking stupid.
Oh my dear God.
I almost puked when you mentioned that. Son
I
of
would
a
never.
God.
I would never in my life have. This is the first time I'm hearing this. How confused.
Ew. So
I'm not
gross.
confused. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah,
Why are
bro.
there diapers in
Nasty.
What?
First of all, whoever does that, you're a fucking idiot.
Number 2. Why are there diapers at a high school? Oh,
Ugh.
Either someone brought in their kid or that kid.
Do we even want to
No.
fucking know who that kid is?
No, let's.
I doubt that. It's too obvious. It is
We're
way
not
too
gonna say
obvious for
anything
that kid.
about that.
We're not gonna
honestly.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we don't expose people in this podcast unless it's necessary to expose them.
No,
Unless
we don't.
it is a public person, as in
Yes.
like
Like a controversial figure.
No, let's not. Let's not. Let's not. No dropping it from there. But yeah, in terms of seeing the bathrooms, I can totally see where you're getting at. Like during some points where you just need to like, oh man, I gotta take a shit, man. I gotta use the restroom, and the teachers won't even let you use the restroom because some fucker decided to destroy the bathroom. Like, it's not the worst. It's not the worst I've seen. I've seen some shit
That's
recently.
juvenile.
Just bathrooms in general, typically, but that's just really about it, really, in terms of that.
But now I can't get that imaging picture out of my head. Like, when I go to bed tonight, I can't get it out. There's no way I can even get it out. Not even a single...
Trust me when I say this, there are far worse things that I have not mentioned that I refuse to mention.
I assume one of them includes blood.
Quite a bit of it, actually.
Called it! Called it! I fucking called it.
Was there like periods or fighting?
I don't want to get into it.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. If it's just blood in general, we already know it's either of the two subgroup.
All right.
Sorry about the little delay.
That's fine.
Technical
difficulties,
yeah, it's fine.
But yeah, back to our conversation. Of course.
All right. So, casual reminder: don't ever use public restrooms. Yeah.
Never what?
Yeah, never use public restrooms. But if you ever do risk it of going, I would first suggest to sniff it out. Like, just sniff out the environment of, like, whatever the hell has been going on in there. And if you can't vibe with that, go to another one.
Or clean it or dispose it as best as possible.
That too. Yes.
I'm going to say this even after I use cleaning products. Pretty sure I'm okay to say the names of the cleaning products. The products we use are Hilliard brand. They're industrial chemicals. We use a Top Clean for the floors and Suprox D for literally everything else.
That's
even
good.
After we use those, it still smells nasty as hell.
Oh God.
That's not even
after we use the cleaning chemicals.
But wait, what do you guys use to clean the bathroom mirrors?
We use regular window clean, or we use a window clean from Hilliard.
Or Glance, or whatever.
Oh yeah, Glance works.
Glance works. Glance is an all-in-one cleaner that you can use literally in any product.
Glance is like my all-time favorite because I remember I used it in like a couple other jobs I've been doing. But like, I thought y'all would normally just like use like Windex or something.
Give me 1 second.
For a bit.
Yes, sorry about the other delays. Some technical difficulties popped up again, just so you know.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Classic technical difficulties.
Very so. Back on the conversation.
So back onto the conversation. Even though they smelled, or I'm just gonna say this, after cleaning everything, and even after using the odor eliminator spray cans. It still smells nasty.
Man, use some air freshener in the bathrooms, brother.
Yeah, we have 2 at the school I work at. It is a general industrial strength odor eliminator and air freshener, and then the same thing, but it smells like lavender.
Nice. I was about to say, normally you use eucalyptus or lavender to like overpower major deadly odor smells.
Deadly oils. So let's be honest about
that. That's true, but like but eucalyptus and lavender can like just overpower anything, even mint smells.
Yes, even mint smells. Can agree. Can agree about.
Might as well just mix the trifecta of smells together just to overkill everything else.
Yeah.
Make it purify the ever living hell out of it.
Don't you just love it when you wake up wake up for something? There's a kid who wets the bed constantly, and he goes into a restroom and he pisses himself and he stinks the entire bathroom.
Oh my God.
I would like to mention another reason why you should hesitate using a public bathroom. This is coming from personal experience, but it's so whenever I was at school, This is the only time it happened, but I have caught students that were vaping, and even one of those instances, one of them was trying to offer me the vape. Thankfully, not forcefully, as I said no. Um, there are
But they
dangerous
still
people like
insisted.
that. What?
Speaking
But they
of
still
vapes,
insisted.
Hmm.
That they still
speaking of
insist. Oh,
vapes,
sorry.
oh man,
Imagine,
Oh,
imagine
uh,
vaping.
Sorry.
Imagine vaping. What a bunch of fucking losers.
one
Okay?
of my fucking coworkers vapes on school premises.
Fucking kill me.
oh, and
Disgusting.
Yeah,
And yes, if you're wondering, this still does exist, sort of. I had this awkward conversation with someone. I couldn't hear what they were saying until I eventually heard that they was asking me what type of vape do I use, and I said I don't vape, and I walked out the bathroom, and I saw he had a McDonald's name tag, so the guy works at McDonald's, and he's asking me about this what type of vape do I use? It's like, what the fuck, bro? Why? In
You
the
can't just
bathroom?
you can't just safely assume everyone in your
Vapes.
school vapes.
It's ridiculous, man.
yeah, it's like handing someone a weed gummy, thinking that they'd be okay with it. Of course,
At this
I
point,
don't
giving
do
them
weed.
edibles.
Yo, man, this shit ain't edibles, bro.
It's
Oh,
like
on a similar topic of grossness to bathrooms,
Yeah,
mice, rodents,
sweet fuck God.
they
fucking
are
gross.
common at the
Oh,
school.
Fucking gross.
common?
I have so ever since the school year started, I've been keeping track, and I have killed 7 mice.
Gross. That's so gross. God
Yeah,
damn.
man.
One of them even had a botfly maggot.
Oh
Botfly maggots, man. Tell you that right
my
now.
God. Fucking maggots.
And it doesn't help when certain areas of the school eating is not allowed, and yet, lo and behold, food crumbs on the ground.
Lord
I mean,
have
then
mercy.
again, students vape under the teacher's noses, so the
That's
bathroom is pretty
true.
much
And I will say, our school has recently installed some vape detectors in select restroom stalls.
Why not do it for all of them?
exactly.
It's to test it out and then roll it out to all the
Teachers,
restrooms.
teachers are.
Oh yeah.
Some of these teachers are incredibly inconsistent when it comes to a lot of the tech stuff out there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, some of them are really smart at it, and others,
Not so
hate to
much.
say it, but are deer in the headlights.
Yep.
Okay,
Just
great.
pure deer in the
I
headlights.
can agree based off experience, and you know what I'm talking about, right, Kit Kat? You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh
You know
God.
You know
Oh,
what I
you
mean.
you may have to recap. You may have to recap on me what you actually mean, because
Okay,
my
so
memory's not that great.
dude, I told you this like not even 4 months ago, man. With
Yeah, no, my memory sucks bad.
so before I did a lot of the stuff off the thing. I worked at a school with Kit Kat, and I worked as I worked as one of the technicians.
Oh
If you wanna,
shit!
if you wanna
No!
say.
Oh!
A lot of
Okay,
them,
there it is.
a lot
There
of
it
them
is.
did not know how to turn a whip file into a basic JPEG. So, yeah. A lot of them are incredibly inconvenient with me.
I mean, they are also not that tech savvy, first of all. Second of all, most of them are boomers.
True, but you gotta realize that at
Mhm.
some point they gotta learn.
True.
Yeah.
You can't
I
just,
mean,
But
there
we
is a
can't
benefit
enforce
to
that
this.
on them.
you can't just, they have to be at least somewhat literate in that stuff. Like
You know how
Yeah.
you
unsafe.
can't be a teacher if you're not literate at things. You can't, like, as a teacher, you need to be open. As a person, by the way, you need to be open to authentic criticism and communication. Like, you gotta
Facts.
understand, like, okay, what am I supposed to do? How am I gonna do it? how am I going to do this? I literally have taught them how to do it. Okay, this is how you do it. You search it up on the internet, you convert your image, boom. Like that. 20 seconds flat. But here I am doing it on my other laptop where I have to save the photo, convert it, reconvert it, then send it back to them so they can print it.
I believe it's the picture, not the picture, the laptop I gave you from when
When the hat.
Uno Boy gave me.
Yes, the hat, yes.
Uno Hat Boy
The
gave it
hat
to me.
boy gave it to you.
Yeah.
Why
Hat
was it
boy.
Ivy no less? Oh my god.
Oh, and speaking of teachers becoming or not being tech savvy at all, I'm guessing in a move to help that, all the smart boards were removed from the school.
Those smart boards with like the smart pens with like green,
Yeah,
black,
the
blue,
pen,
and
the
red.
green, black, blue, and red. Yep, they're gone. All of them replaced by TVs.
Let's
Yo.
fucking go.
Giant 64-inch TVs.
Giant
Plasma.
64-inch TVs, bro. What?
This is plasma screen at this point.
Yeah, that's
For
plasma
fuck's
screen. No,
sakes.
that's not even plasma screen. That's just it's a little bit lower than plasma screen,
Mm,
but it's close
Yep.
enough.
this is little like Giga Chad plasma. This is little Giga Chad.
And teachers, they're heavily inconsistent.
Wait a
I'm just-
second. So
I'm
hold
gonna
on.
get into a rant about something that kind of affects how my night goes, since I am a creature of the night.
Oh yes, please
Yeah.
Creature of the
do.
night. He is the
Uh,
Batman.
Teachers, if there are any teachers listening out there, and you have chairs that can be moved around that are not attached to desks, please stack them. The vast majority of my teachers who have stools and movable chairs do not stack them. Only one of them has been really nice to me, and I really, really appreciate you for that.
Aww.
But
Man.
when I try to go into a classroom and sweep out, like the dust, the chewed crayons, pencils, whatnot.
I'm sorry. Chewed crayons?
I was being hyperbolic there.
Oh, I was about to say, what the fuck?
Yeah, that doesn't taste good. No, yeah.
Speaking of experience.
Go on.
Yeah.
Christ.
So when I'm trying to go through a room sweeping up, it's really difficult for me to get around chairs because it blocks your way, and sometimes dirt is left behind.
Mm-hmm.
I would think that with the moving chairs, you could probably like put those on the desks.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they have the ability to stack, but I believe that any and all chairs would be at least have enough room and be able to set up on chairs so you can sweep more easily around the floor of the classrooms.
Yeah. And usually, from what I've heard, the teachers during the last period of the day would have their students stack the chairs. But then there's this one teacher. I don't want to say their name out of respect. Or, okay, not respect, but I don't want to lose my job.
Mm.
The only time they stack their stools is when the room is really, 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 really bad. Every other day, stools are down.
Bad as in...
Elaborate on
Paper,
what you mean really, 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 really bad.
very much visible dust, wrappers, bottles, leftover science experiment stuff.
That sounds hazardous and dangerous.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna die.
Yeah, someone's gonna
Yeah.
die from the impact.
And it's probably going to be me.
Do the teachers not haven't all of your parents at least nag you about to clean up your room? This is for that reason.
Mm,
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And don't get me started on the hallway.
Oh,
The
shit.
hallways.
No.
not the
Are you
hallway.
serious?
I'm glad I'm not a student
hall-
anymore.
The
Same here.
hallways have gotten worse. Dirt.
But not to the
Or
school.
people just fragrantly leave gum and all sorts of other crap on the ground without remorse. Hell, last Wednesday there was a
weird.
full Snickers bar on the ground.
Yeah,
of its
that's
wrapper.
accurate. That's accurate.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Snickers bar.
Yeah, like
So
half-eaten, partially
Like-
trampled Snickers bar.
Half-eaten, trampled.
Yup.
Oh God.
We have to sweep the hallway every night.
really, in the middle of the pandemic, I guess.
Well, technically, the school has not done. We haven't done at-home learning since January, I believe.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Isn't the pandemic still today? And you're just telling us what's recently been
I
happening?
Yeah.
That's understandable.
And my area also has an auditorium where you'd have like plays and big
Yeah.
meetings for the grades.
Oh yeah, that
And
that typically gets extremely dirty.
and in every single
Especially-
trimester ever, they review the rules with you.
Mm-hmm. Every time it's used, it gets
Every fucking time.
dirty. Especially during play season.
Ugh. Not play season. Play season, I feel like is the worst of worst.
And at this school, there's also a trench where where part of the stage is removed so the band or orchestra can perform at a play. Every
On
time
that trench?
in the trench, there's usually garbage and dust. And every year, we have to vacuum it out and then use our carpet cleaning machines to clean it out. I'm not trying to complain. That's standard procedure, and I'm completely fine with that. It's just, it would be better if there was just no garbage in the first place.
Yeah, they have a
Good.
sign. They have a sign for no food or beverages within the auditorium.
That sign has been gone for a little while now.
Wait, that sign's been gone?
The
Someone
sign is
should
gone,
revive
but
that
the rule is
sign.
still in place.
That's like standard like theater 101 right there.
Literally.
Like
Basic
you're not
common
sup-
sense.
Like you're not supposed to bring food or drink, even if you're an actor. Even the only thing that you're allowed within like a theater section or like anything, right, is a bottled water that is not plastic. You need that shit stainless
Also, it has to be
steel,
like a
bro.
glass.
It has to be stainless steel.
No
Nah,
glass.
No glass.
Glass water bottles are better. As in,
Will
like,
they ban those
glass.
too? Because glass can break and then it can hurt you.
Glass can break.
That's true.
They specifically said stainless steel because stainless steel, even though it can ship, it will last you longer than a plastic water bottle or plastic bottle or glass bottle, typically.
You're not
Yep.
wrong, especially thermoses.
Especially thermoses. They will take anything.
Oh yeah, even
Mhm.
smoothies.
They've been taking beating after beating after beating.
Even if you happen to chuck it across the hallway,
That's
in which I suggest you don't
don't do
do.
that. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
I highly advise against that. If that happens, you'll find me in your house at 1 a.m. I'm kidding.
He's banging in your house. He has a musket in his hand, and he's just
I will hunt you down.
I'm
Find
going to
you?
hunt you down,
Like,
drag you to
find
school,
you,
take
and I
a
will
mop,
kill you.
and then
don't count on me
take a
to
mop, give it to you,
mess up
have
the
you
school.
clean up the mess you made, and then kindly return you
I
to your
will
house.
find you, and I will kill you.
Too far.
But anyways, speaking of ridiculousness in general, typically,
Oh boy.
thank God we graduated.
Oh yeah, for
And we
damn
don't have
sure.
to deal with that shit anymore. But there are some things that I'm kind of bitter at when it comes to.
In
school.
here I thought the high school I went to was worse than y'all's,
Tell
but
you
never
that
mind.
now.
Never mind.
Actually, fun fact. I don't mean to disrupt anything, but like, I'm recently getting a job as a school nutritionist.
Oh, Oh,
Really?
Good luck,
Good,
man.
the ever living fuck
Good
with
luck,
that.
man.
Yeah, I still got to verify myself on Monday with my social security and my ID paper, and I will probably be having the job the week after.
And then good luck,
Good.
man. This is
Thank
Yeah,
why.
good
you.
luck.
This is why becoming a voice actor.
Yeah. But also, I think if you're gonna, especially you're gonna be a school nutritionist, I think you gotta have some sort of like food certification.
yes. Yes. That is typically.
If I remember correctly,
I'm pretty sure you have to do that.
you have to have you gotta have a food
Are
certification.
they gonna help me train for that, or
If they don't
like
train you for that, you better fucking mention it.
lie to them?
No, don't do that. No, don't.
If you
Never.
lie, yeah, no, hell no. You lie to them, you poison the world.
Yeah, but if I told them that I had that kind of certificate, then wouldn't that mean I lied to them?
You even have one?
No, I don't.
You need
You
to
better
get
get
one.
one. If you tell them that you have one, but you don't actually have one, you are lying to them.
Fuck. There goes my ever job that I got.
Hey, don't worry, man. Just go out and get food certified. Or
Yeah.
even better, join the dark side.
Join the dark side.
Or join the gym side and join the gym side and get a job at Home Depot.
Yeah.
Or get it. Don't. If you want to work at retail, man, that's something else entirely. But you know,
No.
Hey,
that's retail.
hey.
That's retail.
The lumber department of literally Home Depot is literally a fucking gym at this point. Carrying a lot of heavy shit. You're literally carrying a lot of heavy shit. Seriously,
Yeah.
I'm not wrong. Aside like you can only carry a lot of heavy shit that you can carry yourself. You got to bring it close to home, which is basically where your core is.
Okay.
You gotta hold it there, so like you like at least I don't know. I don't know why they specifically telling me this in
I'll
in
cut
certain
you out from
training.
there, man. But the thing is,
But yeah.
let's talk about dumb school rules next. Let's see some of the dumbest shit we've seen. And
Oh god.
let's rub it to shreds.
Not the dumb school
Let's
rules.
rip it to shreds. Let's do it, boys.
Don't even get
I
me
have-
started. Someone else can go first. Don't get me started on it.
If you want, I can go first again
Yeah.
because I got a very interesting internal memo.
Oh, what's
Oh,
the memo?
please start
Because
off.
apparently, this school recently they introduced a prayer room in the last school year.
Oh, no.
Are they thinking what am I thinking what I'm thinking?
Something happened
Oh
recently,
no.
and now for the rest of the month, no boys are allowed in the prayer room.
What?
Oh no. No.
Blatant
I don't know what
sexism,
No.
am I right?
What
I
the
don't
fuck?
know
No.
exactly what happened, but that's all I know.
It's blatant.
Wow, has the school been worse? Has the school been worse since I graduated? Damn.
Did
So
you hear everything I said about the bathrooms?
He said it, and then it got worse. And I think it's already shit. But I didn't
But
think
here-
it'd be that bad.
okay,
You know,
but like the synchronizing fact that me and Win both said no at the same time, like just reacted with a no. Because of the prayer room specifically, I'm like, sweet
I
mother
didn't
of
even,
God,
I didn't
help
even think
me.
that they had a prayer room. What the fuck?
Me
What were you-
either! My
what
school
were
doesn't
you
even have
thinking?
one.
What were you thinking originally was up with the prayer room?
I thought it was gonna be like for someone who's like, yeah, I need a quick prayer every once in a while, and they go into the
yeah.
thing. What, banning all boys from the prayer room? That's just
And
ridiculous.
boys specifically only that's banned.
It's
Yep.
just blatant sexism.
Oh my god.
If you were to flip the genders about that, then the school would be
Yep.
in ruins.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and like just joining this podcast. Like I know that the school has been doing this, some not well. I don't want to say like not so good stuff, but stuff that I just don't agree with. but listening to this podcast, they're really doing wrong. They're doing real wrong since I graduated.
Jesus Christ, man!
Already?
Jesus Christ!
Wow.
I thought OB was over with, but holy shit, dude!
Meep.
Damn, man! Tell you this right now, I'm about to
Yeah,
make my
dude.
yikes chief on my behalf. That's just blatant sexism.
Thank God I don't go to that specific high school anymore. Well, not really. Okay.
Or any
Okay,
high
let me
school in general.
hold on. I'm gonna correct myself. Thank God I don't go to that specific high school. I'm glad I went to the current high school I went to that didn't have a prayer room. Cause oh my God, I would have flipped.
I would have just left. I would just fucking dip.
I would have dipped too, but then it was a tough situation for me. What? Cause after my sophomore year, I had to do a transfer between. So like I was heading to my junior year, and then I had to transfer from one state to another.
Yeah.
Literally 10,000s of miles apart.
Yeah. Understandable. But
Ugh.
but Borg, on to your conversation. Do you have anything else to say or any other dumbass rules would you want us to rip into?
Oh God.
Oh,
We'd be happy to
We'll be happy
into it
to
like
rip into them.
ripping it into a bloody mess.
I took photos of these internal memos because I felt like it'd be a little weird forwarding them out to my personal email because
Oh.
they would
Hmm?
know that I'm transferring private emails to my personal email.
Oh.
Oh
Oh
God.
boy.
Uh,
Yeah, give me a moment here.
Give me 1 second real quick while we have a quick little interlude real quick.
mm-hmm.
Alright, welcome back to the interlude, everybody. We're back from our little break we have from technical
Yep.
difficulties and all this other important stuff that we had hidden, we
And private stuff.
yes, of course, some things did pop up every once in a while, but back
Mm-hmm.
onto the conversation when it comes to school rules and ridiculousness. There's been a bunch of
Yep.
things that high schools have been failing. A bunch of students in particular, especially people in general, typically. It's not necessarily the school's responsibility, but it's more so of the people there that is the major problem. And I can definitely
Care to explain?
I can definitely share one of my personal experiences. Definitely, I can definitely. Back when I was attending the school, this particular school, I do remember this. This was at a time where I was in a very bad place. I may not have discussed it with some individuals. I may or may not have, but this was during a time. It was math class, and I was sitting there, and we were there working on an assignment. I'm pretty sure it was like classwork or something like that. And when it comes to students and them being fucking rowdy as fuck and not doing their fucking work and doing their own thing and not being fucking mature, I don't understand why a lot of them just shitpost around and do dumb shit. And it's like I don't understand. I don't understand. Like what gives you idea to go this fucking batshit insane at this point in time? You know what I'm saying? You're fucking 16, 17 years old and you're literally laughing your fucking ass off in a silent room. Like, what gives you that idea?
I mean, there was like I don't know. There have been like 250 or possibly 500 students that attend the school. It has like
it happens
4 grades.
every fucking year. I don't understand that. Like, I don't understand it. Like, ever since I was a kid, like, it happens every fucking year. I get a nice teacher and a bunch of fucking assholes. And it's like, those assholes drive the teacher crazy. And then I get punished for that. What the fuck? It's ridiculous.
That's just not cool.
It's fucking ridiculous. And now here I am, like, becoming a voice actor. I don't have to deal with that shit anymore. And I'm happy. And I don't have to deal with that.
Now it's just a mere memory, but in all seriousness, that is just so stupid. Imagine if I was an officer and I see someone trying to rob this other person. So my decision is to rob them both just for the criminal's actions. Like I don't know, it's just idiotic. And I went through something similar at school as well.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We're in a high school setting. This is not fucking. This is not like you're almost adults now. I don't understand that. It's like
They're
It's the
almost
maturity in
adults,
their
but
heads that are
they're
broken.
petulant
the
children.
perpetuate children. Some of them legitimately need to be castrated. Like
Spoiled fucking brat.
let's be honest here.
Literally. Oh my
It's
god.
funny. It's funny. Do you know the meme of like there's like a meme of like there's like the meme like why do all the nice girls date all the piece of shit boys, and then there's just like why do all the asshole boys date all the nice people instead of people like normal people like me? That's fucking accurate.
They're literally
That doesn't sound
proving
normal.
they're literally proving the phrase of opposites attract.
They're not even proving it, man.
I feel like it's like deconstructing that. Trying to show how dangerous that kind
Some
of
people are
is.
trying to deconstruct norms, and yet they're doing the fucking opposite.
Have you
Bruh.
ever watched the
Yeah.
movie Idiocracy?
Yes, I've seen that movie.
Yeah, eventually, one of these days, like maybe 10, 15 years down the road, the school's gonna look like the the White House from Idiocracy.
Oh no.
There's a really cool book. It's really interesting. It's called "The Geek Shall Inherit the Earth." If you don't know about it, it's a really big book, and it talks a lot about how many geeks now who love, that love a lot of stuff, and typically anime,
Mhm.
video games, all that other stuff. They're gonna inherit the fucking Earth, definitely, and they show the fucking science behind that. Typically, people that are more entwined with drama, especially, tend to have a lesser chance of getting a job that they deserve.
Hmm.
Case
Yep.
in point.
Interesting.
Case in point. If you ever work at retail, there's ever work in retail. There's the joke of you follow the drama, you get shit in the drama. It's a little thing that pops up. And so if you follow people with a ton of drama, you get sucked into it, and there's a possibility that you might get dragged into something that you don't want to be a part of. So that it's a very true statement. I've seen it happen before to some people. I've seen it happen, and God forbid I do not want to do that again. God forbid. Never in my life will I ever want to do that again.
Mm-hmm.
It's just schools in general make the dumbest rules. Remember the time when the school blocked Discord?
Oh god. They
They
still
still
I
do.
think they still do.
Yeah,
They
they
still do.
do. They do at my school.
Uh
It's not even just Discord. They've also blocked like specific websites like whenever you're looking up information on video games or shop video game focused stuff like GameStop.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't count your lucky stars on that because they're gonna block that shit to hell and back.
Dude,
Of course, they've also blocked out some of the more reasonable stuff, like, say, the Hub and the
yeah.
Christian Wiki.
The
I
Christian.
remember a few times. I remember a few times my school blocked off Discord, YouTube, and even Wikipedia for some reason.
No, they always block Wikipedia, no matter what you do.
Mm.
I don't
It's the
understand.
common trope. Schools hate Wikipedia.
It's a common trope, yeah. It's a common
Are you
trope
fucking
where
serious, Wikipedia?
it's
Is it
funny.
like categorized as
It's
mature
ironic.
game?
It's ironic. What pisses me off the most is that when I didn't have a phone at that time, I didn't have a phone at the time because my phone was being in repairs, obviously, and there's some things that happened where I didn't have a phone. I wanted to have Discord because Discord was awesome. I love Discord. Discord's fucking awesome. All right, we're getting Discord for this podcast, of course.
Hey.
But school blocked Discord, and I found out that there was an individual who used Discord for a suicide attempt, which again, like I said, I'll bleep that out. But
You mean like you mean
like
like
as a joke, like a dumbass shit post me.
Bruh.
oh, he was trying to get attention?
Pretty much, yeah.
He wasn't actually suicidal, he was just trying to manipulate people.
Pretty much.
I've
That's
been there.
stupid.
Pretty much, yeah.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
That's
I-
so stupid.
I
I've been
found out because guess what? There are some people. There was a leaked DM that was leaked out, and I found out because it was in a flash drive, and I was one of the people who got access to it. So,
Oh my god.
I kind of have some power.
My guy, why?
So I ended up protesting about that shit, and I was like, bring back Discord. They will never want to bring back Discord. It's fucking ridiculous. It's better than Zoom. You can literally moderate it to the best of your ability if you have moderators, and considering the fact that it's an American company, too, by the way.
Mm.
Like, they're using Zoom, a Chinese malware system. Let's be honest about that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, goes to show you how backwards that the whole school system is. Like, you know how I mentioned that I was going to be a school nutritionist. I'm actually hoping to elevate to being being a school teacher assistant, and um, I would just hope that this gets better, or that well, most of that gets better. I also hope that it doesn't infringe on me in any way as well as as part of the school staff.
I mean, yeah, that's the honest to God fucking truth, man.
But yeah, speaking of TAs, I would suggest. I mean, if you literally want to become a TA, I won't stop you there. But good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Why
because
why
I'm
do you sound
also,
apprehensive about it?
as of someone who's also a TA at the same school, me and Win used to. I still do, but Win left because beef issues.
Nah, I'm not
Ugh.
going back. I'm not going back.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
never
no,
going
Win
back.
left because beef issues, but otherwise, good luck handling certain age level kids. Like you'd rather stick to the certain age level group like that you're most comfortable teaching with. Otherwise, like you teach the wrong age group and that you're not comfortable with, and then shit goes to hell. Cause I currently
I
last
I could
year last year and currently this school year I've been teaching fifth graders, and their maturity level are like 2 year olds.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty.
That
That's the
doesn't
same thing every
surprise
year.
me.
That doesn't
It is
surprise me.
disgusting.
That doesn't
Hell,
surprise me.
most high schoolers have the
as long
maturity
as I'm
of
not
a
like
High
20-year
with
old.
schoolers have the same mentality.
Literally, it's so
the
gross.
the mentality that they like to call other people gays and insult while being obsessed with drawing penises everywhere.
That's.
Oh,
Oh no, they don't
that's
draw penis. Oh,
oh
for my
no,
students specifically, they don't draw penises everywhere. They'll draw Among Us everywhere.
We'll drop it from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Borg. Do you remember a long time ago? I remember I mentioned discussing about this with you, and a few other people. But is it okay if we discuss it here, or?
sure.
Yeah. So at the school that we had, all right, we had a few clubs in particular. We did a lot of club stuff. What really pisses me off about clubs in particular?
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck why the fuck do we need a teacher like a specific supervisor? And if we don't have a registered supervisor for this group, it gets shut down, like right then and there. Like it's
That's
ridiculous.
weird.
It's super ridiculous. It pisses me off sometimes. What's
Yeah.
worse is after the clubs, especially, and if you are a high schooler or if you're a middle schooler or anything like this, take it from a guy. Only do one club. Only do one or two clubs. That is final. Don't do anything that is above your level. If you're taking driver's ed or any of that other stuff, don't bite off more than you can chew. I'll be honest about it, because you will get fucked in the ass. Trust me.
Hard.
Hard, real hard. But these people, these fucking assholes decided it would be okay to confine children within a specific room after hours because they don't want kids roaming the hallways or being in a certain area. Well, some of us don't have fucking cars, you dimwits. So what the fuck am we supposed to do? Be in a room where there's a bunch of kids doing dumb shit in the middle of one specific room when there's no supervision whatsoever, and yet you expect us to be in that room for the next 2.5 hours waiting for a ride to get there to pick us up? That's ridiculous.
Is it alright
That
if I
sounds
play
like a
devil's
double
advocate
standard.
here?
What, Borg?
Is it alright if I play devil's advocate here?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it, man.
Alright, so the way our janitor system is structured, there are 3 waves of shift. First shift, which covers the entirety of the school day, they're your guys who respond to messes. Let's say a kid vomits in the classroom, and they're the people who throw out trash from lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Second shift comes in right after school gets out and are the ones that are cleaning large portions, or how do I word it? The whole school is cordoned off into sections, and each section is given off to a member of second or third shift. Second shift has the most people there at this particular school, so the majority of the school janitors need to get to work, and it would be hard for them to get to work with kids around.
Mm-hmm.
So just imagine, like, say I was on second shift trying to get something done, and then all of a sudden this little, I don't know how to describe it, this
Brat.
little doorknob of a kid decides it'd be funny to go into the bathroom and leave a gang, or a bunch of doorknobs go into a room or to a bathroom and do a gang shit.
I
You see what
basically
I mean
call them
there?
brats. I basically call them
Yeah.
brats.
Yes.
So you see what I mean when they try to cordon them off into one room?
Mm.
That is also another thing. But the thing is with that, because I've been in this room. I've been in this room several times. I've experienced this constantly. Every fucking time I see those dumbass teachers, I want to deck them in the face. I still want to deck them in the face, no matter what. I still want to deck
Oof.
them in the face. It's
God damn.
I hate them.
Even when you graduated already, you would still want to deck him in the face?
Yes, absolutely. I still would do it. I still would. No
I do not
hesitation.
condone violence.
No hesitation, because they treat me with no respect whatsoever. No respect.
That should be a
They
that should be an anime episode.
they don't treat me with respect. They go into my bubble. They tell me you need to go to this fucking room. Trust me, I had things broken. I had things stolen from me. I had people have taken things from me and didn't even give them back to me at that location. Imagine you're this little kid with like a pair of red headphones, right? And you're sitting there, you're listening to your music, and you're in this room and you're uncomfortable, right? Imagine a 6'2" guy comes out of nowhere, yoinks that shit, throws a pair of headphones down the hallway. Imagine how distraughtful and how angry we would be. See this kid peeping up behind you, yoinking your headphones, and then tossing them across the hallway.
Yeah.
That's just bullying at this point.
Though to be fair, us janitors, custodians, whatever you want to call us, teachers don't treat us with the equal respect that we deserve either, because technically we're supposed to be equals to them. I mean, they have more authority when it comes to kids, but we're still both employees of the school.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've gotten mean glances from some teachers
And
while I was doing my fucking job.
Another dog aspect is that bullying is apparently okay, and if you stand against it, you're bullied, then that makes you a bully as well. That's how fucked the school system is.
Trust me, man. If you get bullied and you tell, you will never hear the light of day. You will never hear the light of day from that same teacher. Trust me. Trust me. They care more about some groups of people than the actual people that need help. Let's be honest about that.
Yep.
They don't care about people with mental health.
Trust me. It's fucked up, man. Tell you this right now. Back to the whole club shit. Like, I still have those. I was one of those people who had their things stolen. I never got that item back. The item was completely destroyed. I lost those pair of headphones because they were destroyed, completely destroyed. And that is why I do not like to be around those types of people. Trust me.
I'm sorry, man.
I hate that.
No one does.
Trust me.
No one does.
At one point, I do remember one time where I was by where the auditorium doors were specifically. It was by the auditorium doors. I remember this. I still remember this very day. I was on my Switch, and it was around the time when I think it was for the Super Smash Bros. Club. I think it was. It was for like Melee or some shit. I do remember.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can't remember which day it was, but specifically they shut down the club because we didn't have our advisor, and it was that curly-haired motherfucker. That curly-haired motherfucker. I remember her name. I'm not gonna say her name, but she's a bitch. Trust me, I still hate her fucking guts. If you're seeing this video, fuck you. But still, I still remember that time. I had to wait by the auditorium doors, and those same motherfuckers came up to me, and they're like, "You're gonna have to go to this room." I'm like, "No, fuck you. No, I ain't going nowhere. I'm sitting here. You ain't telling me what to do. I don't give a shit. I don't care if you kick me out or whatever. I'm sitting right here. That is final. No respects. No. You're not. If you try to take me out from this, I will call the police on you, and I will say you were kidnapping me. And that's how I got away with it.
Nice.
Straight up, I literally had to say, if you take me, I will threaten you with kidnapping. I will sue you. I did not hesitate because I do not like these people. These people are terrible.
They really fucking are.
And yet,
I
you
am.
want to know something funny?
Yeah.
What?
This year, the school district as a whole is trying to get more money and have actually put it on the fucking ballot. I'm just gonna say this. They waste the money. They put it into stupid fucking construction projects that delay our work. Because for the majority, like, how do I word this?
Of course they
Throughout
did.
the whole summer, up to 3 weeks before the start of the school year, we couldn't touch the east part of the building because they were doing construction.
I don't know why they put all their money in construction instead of actual, like, legitimate things that they could work on.
Mm-hmm. And yet they
or even the bare minimum of.
Yet they complain about not having enough money in their budget.
Or even better, not paying their fucking teachers.
Mm-hmm.
That's not cool.
Or custodians in particular. Pay your fucking workers, by the way. Pay them. We do not want another Rooster Teeth situation on our hands. Or another. Yeah, exactly. Not paying pay your fucking workers.
Mm-hmm. So
that is just
why
abhorrent.
I am gonna be personally advocating to vote no on that budget. Even though it might cripple me or whatnot, I don't give a shit. They spend way too much money on construction projects every year.
If anything, my personal advice is to go find another job.
This job pays too good. It pays too good. I've got benefits. I've got health care.
I hate to say this, but my future career as a TA, I unfortunately can't deny the benefits.
I gotta say this. It's really nice during the summer when you go through teachers' rooms and, remove all the furniture, see it empty, and then remove and then add new wax to the room.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Well, to be honest with you, I mean, at least for me, I don't get any of the benefits because technically I'm a freelancer. So I mean, that's a whole different ball game. But speaking of schools in general, typically, my biggest frustrations with schools is how they do with their community, especially when they have this type of community where like most of it is fucking sports, and like not enough like other alternative stuff. Seriously, they put out a ballot for a relative like competitive gaming stuff, but all they have is League and Overwatch.
Like just League of Legends and Overwatch. Oh god, that's gross.
Why?
I can understand League of Legends, but never Overwatch.
like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate or
yeah.
Arxis. I mean, Arxis is fucking baller as fuck. Have you seen them? Guilty Gear Strive, Dragon Ball FighterZ, Under Night Embers. BlazBlue Crosstag, BlazBlue Central Fiction, Arxis, 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 Persona 4 Ultimax, Arc System. They don't know anything about Arxis. It's ridiculous. It's like, if you're gonna have like a gaming comp thing, at least be open to other suggestions besides the basic shit, you know? Like, I'm okay with Smash Ultimate, I'm okay with League, I'm okay with Overwatch. Again, I play some of those games. I wouldn't mind. But at least have some more variety every once in a while, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, you wouldn't call it variety with just 2 games.
Yeah. Yeah.
Variety. God, oh my god, I mispronounced that. It's variety. I don't know why I said it the other way around.
What about you, Origin? How do you feel about some of the rules that you dislike at schools?
Gee, it has been a while since I was at school, and even through listening through this entire conversation, I never found myself bullied or having a harder time than other students. But I will say that there has been issues that I don't remember a whole lot, but I do remember some of it that I did not agree with, such as using the money that they could have used to fix stuff, such as broken doors in the stalls or broken water fountains or something like that. They decided to restyle the rooms, as stated earlier in the podcast.
Yeah, I stated. Yeah, definitely. Can agree. Can agree.
Mm.
They did screw over a D&D club. They did screw over a D&D club with for removing the rooms with all the D&D stuff in it, with $800 in it. By the way.
Oh my god.
Speaking of D&D, there's another D&D club.
What?
A second
There's
one?
a second one.
Yeah, a new one.
There's
Oh,
a-
nice.
Oh, it's a new one.
I'll probably take a photo of the poster later, so you guys can see it in the after show. You can probably just put the image of the poster on screen now or something like that.
Yeah, you can feel free to post that in the chat when you get the chance. Probably after this.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. They screwed over the D&D club, which was later disbanded and turned into like a mixed, a hybrid club. That's what I've heard. But yeah, typically. But I just with me, the best thing about school when going to going to other schools in general and seeing what I've been seeing is crowding. Oh my god, I don't have to deal with that shit anymore, and I'm a happy man because now I get to become a voice actor. I don't have to deal with it because all of my classes are like 6 people. That's the best part.
Crowding.
Mm.
Speaking of crowding,
Oh,
the freshman class.
Oh god.
From what I've heard, it's upwards of 2,000 kids.
Jesus Christ. Telling this right now, man, I'm a happy man.
At least my high school wasn't that crowded, but it was fine. It was like 3/4 crowded, not all like full complete crowded.
It's always those intersections. It's always the intersections, especially. They get packed. And especially when they stop and sit and chat.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
Can I
my high school,
you...
we always keep going because we have like 5-minute transitions, and no one just sits there for 5 minutes. And also, I always literally like am like the first person to leave my classroom, and since I'll have my like earbuds on most of the time, I would literally just like my speed of walking is not very. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I get to my next class like somewhat early, or at least first.
What about you, Origin? I've been hearing you got cut off for a bit. What did you want to say?
Yeah, I'm sorry I interrupted, but I just wanted to ask your guys' opinion. So in terms of what's really my passion, what I feel like I would probably like to do, actually, definitely, yeah. I would have wanted to be I would have wanted to be like a video part of the video game industry or the anime industry or something along those lines. But in terms of a job with the most benefits, having a 2 month vacation, having a pension, um having all kinds of these benefits, but it's something that I don't have more of a heart for, being a teacher assistant. What do you think is best for me?
Well, there's a lot of places within the video game industry that do have offer jobs that are in relation with the video game industry that have the business retail levels of experience when it comes to for you especially. What I'm going under, which is voice acting and filmmaking, which is completely different from voice acting and video games in general, which is different. There is a massive influx of that stuff very recently. So there's a lot of not a lot of people understand that stuff. But what I highly recommend you doing is taking some time to research that stuff, and not
Yeah,
be on your day playing video games all day, which I do that too. But
yeah.
all I have to say is research it.
Mhm. Yeah.
Again, there's always the option to join the dark side.
True,
Oh,
understandable.
can you tell me how to do that? I just really want to know how to do that.
You literally just go to their hiring website. To be a custodian or janitor, you don't need any qualifications. Or you
Yeah.
don't need any qualifications to get in immediately, but they're going to encourage you to get a boiler license,
Ah, I
which
still got I still got to work like I got to volunteer as a teacher assistant or something at the start for 2,000 hours, and then after that I can have my degree and be able to actually be paid for it.
hmm,
That works perfect. That works perfectly fine. I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah. I mean, it has the most benefits, but that other stuff I mentioned has the most passion within me. But I can always, like, even today, I can still balance my own free time and, that.
Yeah, I can absolutely agree with that. Well, we had a great conversation, guys. We had a fantastic
Yeah.
conversation, but we will have to end it for today in terms of the Everybody Boys podcast. Next week, of course, we will always have it every week, of course, with a new topic every week. I'll list it within that time frame of course, obviously. For the next few
Like,
weeks, I do know that we will still have our podcast like usual, but I do
mhm.
know that the 25th of November is one of the only days we will not have our podcast. So be wary of
That's
that.
okay.
As well, I know for a fact the December 23rd, which is a Friday, of course, that is also,
Mhm.
and the 30th of December, again, like I said, we will not have our podcast. So
That's fine. We'll have plenty more.
we will not have our podcast. So that our podcast will not be uploaded to our channel, nor will we'll have any announcements towards that. Like I said it before last week. Especially considering the fact that there's been some new upcoming announcements as of recently. We do have our upcoming horror stream that we were planning to do. Which is our upcoming one, which that will be taking place on October 27th, 26th or 27th, and that will be at 4:30 p.m. Central Time. So feel free to take a look at that. It'll be on my Twitch stream, be on my Twitch channel, Winfrix. So feel free to take a look at that.
Nice.
When we're streaming, of course. But anyways, any
Yeah.
other remaining comments before we end it for today? Of course.
I would just
uh,
like to say that. Oh, go ahead.
you go ahead, dude.
Okay. I just want to say to those who are watching, whether you are a teacher or willing to look at the school district or you are, just try to be wary about everything that we just discussed about, or even if you're a student, still, just be wary about all of the stuff that we've been talking about.
Keep your eye out, and just so you know, just because we have a very negative opinion about a certain topic does not mean we hate it or despise it or anything else like that. We
School
Put
is
your
Mhm.
important.
damn chairs up.
we have a ton of experiences. We have a ton of negative experiences about school, but just so you know, we don't hate school. We just have a lot of experiences where it just gives us a very negative connotation of school, which
School is important and should not be
Mhm.
protested, but the practices can be protested. not the concept of school, but
things
the way
can
they go
change.
about it.
Things can change, of course. Like I said, there have been some things that have been happening very recently that have been several changes within some certain communities. So
Hmm.
keep your eye
And
So
out.
yeah.
I don't hate school. They pay me.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But
And you'll
I
get
anyways,
have
pension and everything. Yes, Borg. Did you want to say
yeah.
something?
I was about to say something a little spicy there, but I'm not.
Oh, yeah,
all
no.
right.
Sorry.
Well, anyways, everyone, this is Win and the Everybody Boys podcast signing off for today. Thank you for watching.